everybody. I am Laura. This is Julie, etc. And first and foremost, I am listening to Lo-Fi Girl in the background. So if you hear some tunes, I apologize. But it's so quiet down here, and I really needed music today, so it's playing. Hopefully it sounds all right. Anywho, but to the task at hand, these beautiful rings. I opened these up today. It's still Friday at the time I'm recording this. And I had a bunch of rings, maybe not a bunch, but a few of these in here are questionable. I need to test them ASAP so that I can get back to the seller and let them know that they're not real, because not all sellers test their jewelry. I don't think they're trying to pull one over. I think they just don't know any better, basically. Or don't think to test it, because a lot of people do rely on the stamps, and you just can't. That's the type of thing that you learn with experience. So here's the lot. Let's get to it, and we're going to play a little game called Can Laura Identify Sterling? Let's find out. All right, so I'm going to use the 18 karat tester versus the sterling tester. Basically, the difference, if you're unfamiliar, the 18 karat, which I'm going to need a new bottle soon, the 18 karat turns the line like a metallic light blue color, whereas the silver will turn it red, but you need usually an additional, like a Q-tip or a paper towel or something to wipe it up and see the color. Also, in my personal experience, I have found that it has failed me. The silver has failed me. I took it to my jeweler. My jeweler said use 18 karat, so that's what I go with, but everybody has their own preference, so it's up to you. Try them both and see what you like better. So here's what I mean when I say, can Laura spot sterling or not? The thing is, at a glance, sometimes I can just tell, and sometimes I'm duped one way or the other, either real or fake. So I'm going to divide these up into piles. I'm pretty sure that one's real. This guy, I'm pretty sure, is not real. And these are, for the record, all marked 925. This guy, I do feel he is real, but he's kind of putting him in like maybe a maybe pile. Oh, let me get my loop too, because that was something else I wanted to do. Also, I may at any point have to go if the kid wakes up. If you guys caught me on my live stream when I opened these babies up, whew, those kids don't leave me alone. If they're awake, they don't leave me alone. This is almost assuredly CZ, but I wanted to see what the writing on the inside of this band said. And I still can't read it. It looks like it says... Okay, it says China CZ, and then there's the number 7, which would indicate size, which feels pretty accurate, actually. It's a little thicker, so it's a little snugger, because this finger is about a 6 3/4. Usually a 6 3/4 to a 7 I can wear. But there you go. And it's my mandrel is right here. So here we go. 7. So there. So I believe this one is real, but we're going to test it anyway, because you never know. Okay, wait. Okay, fake. Real. Probably real. And I did want to test the diamonds on this too. I say diamonds like I know that they are, but let me check this one too. I'm just going to look at the diamonds. Or the CZs or whatever those little... whatever's in there. It looks like little... I'm not seeing carbon. I need better light, so hold on. I'm going to go out of camera view for a hot second. I'm catching the light in this thing, and I'm trying to see if there's little carbon specks in there. Which are like little black specks that you see inside of diamonds, which is pretty common in all diamonds, really. It has to do with that whole clarity thing. The color cut clarity, carat. Clarity is talking about inclusions in these, if there's little fractures inside or cloudiness. But all the time you can see carbon. Almost all the time you can see carbon. And if they're clean, then they're really expensive and they would not be set in sterling. So I'm looking for those. But that said, it's a bit difficult to tell. Plus they're a little dirty. They all need to be cleaned. And without cleaning them, they're probably going to look dirty and included regardless. Alright, I don't know where the heck my diamond tester is. I don't know. It's always running amok somewhere. Anywho, okay, these I also wanted to look at. I should probably clean them before I check them out. Yeah, they just look dirty. They just look dirty. I'm going to have to clean them before I inspect the stones too much. This one, I have been looking at this. And I do feel that's glass. I feel pretty confident that's glass. I don't believe it's amethyst, although it is a dead ringer for amethyst. The color is really good. Oh, okay, hold on. I don't know. I wonder if I can get the camera to... It's probably not going to work that way, huh? You can see a little bit, but you cannot see what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing actually little tiny black spots, but that may be dirt. I definitely see black spots. I can't tell if it's inside the stone or not. All right, well, okay, maybe it is amethyst. I'm still not convinced, though. It just looks too clean and beautiful. It may be dirt on the underside of this thing. It's a bit difficult to tell because it does have a very nice undergallery on it. And because of that, it's making it a little difficult to see. A lot of times with big stones, it's much easier to view it from the back up than from the top down, if that makes sense. But we don't have that luxury on this one. I still feel in my heart of hearts that this is probably glass, but if it's included, then that makes it less likely. Alright, well, I guess I'll clean this one up and see what happens with that too. But in any case, this one I'm not testing, and I'll tell you why. It's marked, and it's got a ton of marks on it. It's just not 925. It has a little stamp on the inside of that band that tells you where it was made or who made it. It's got a manufacturer stamp, 925. It looks decent, and it's plated. And if I scratch this deep enough to determine if it's actually sterling or not, I'm going to ruin the plating, and I don't want to do that. It's in really good condition right now, so I'm just going to let it be. I'm just going to let this one be, but I am going to clean it. But this one is not getting tested today, so I'm going to set that aside. All right, moving along. This one, maybe this is amethyst. In the other lighting, it looked more like tanzanite, but this, it's a bit difficult to tell. See the different purples? This one's got more of like a blue undertone to it, and this one is just like bam purple. This one I'm pretty sure is amethyst and citrine. This guy, that's what I was trying to figure out, was what is this stone? What is this stone? It says 925. I just don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's an amethyst, but it doesn't look quite right. It looks a little more tanzanite-y to me, if that makes sense. So let me again look at this mark here. Okay, I can't make out what it's like a design. Looks like a little design and then 925 there. And then on this side, ooh, we've got more writing on the inside of the band here. Okay, and it's just country of origin. Alrighty. So in any case, what do you guys think? Amethyst or no? Amethyst, let me give you some other amethyst examples. This is amethyst too, just a more pale version of amethyst. That's clearly not. That's really light. I mean, this is fake amethyst, but that's the color. But this one's looking more blue in that camera. It's very purple to me. I don't know. But in any case, I do think that's sterling. I do think this is sterling. Where's that other one? One of them I was pretty sure wasn't. This guy. It's pretty. The color, now that I'm down in the light, it looks more lime green yellow. Somewhere in between there. Upstairs look more yellow. But it does have a lot of flash to it. But I don't think it's real. This looks like the type of ring you'd find in like a candle or like a bath, what do they call them? Ring bomb party, bath bomb things, something like that. It's still comfortable and it's still cute. And it's still convincing. But if it's sterling, the price goes up. And I don't think it is. This guy, I love him. I love this ring. I don't know what that stone is, but it is so pretty. It's a night, whatever it is, they took care on this one. If it's fake, ooh, they did a great job. I don't think so though, and if it's not fake, I'm dying to know what this stone is because it's so pale that it leads me to believe it's real, because a lot of the times when they do imitation stones in jewelry like this, what they do is they enhance the stone color. They'll dye it or treat it somehow to make it super vibrant. I mean, they do that with real stones too, but like in fake CZs, the color is like saturated. Like, let me give you an example over here with this guy. These are all CZs. It's marked CZ on the inside. But you see, it's not just like some pale stone. It's super saturated, and that's really common, or it's super clean, one or the other. So I don't know what's going on with this guy. It's like a really pale greenish kind of color. Greenish yellow. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I am really digging this ring. I love that ring. And I am a pretty big fan of this one too. I just think this thing has flash for days, and it's really sparkly and pretty, and I do believe this is also sterling. And I really like the gallery on it. The gallery is just basically, I'm sorry, the basket is what holds the stone. The gallery is like underneath, the under gallery. This one has a very elaborate under gallery. This one is nice and smooth. It's got some banding that comes right up under it. And even though it's not completely like closed off like this one is with the design, it feels really good. It's nice and smooth. Because sometimes they leave it like domed and open. It gets a little rough on the hand over time. This one's really pretty too. Unfortunately, my camera just like does not seem to want to get a good accurate representation of what this color looks like. But it's somewhere between like a blue spinel and like a London blue topaz. It kind of like a blueberry blue. Very, very pretty. I do believe this one also is real. I think the rest of them probably are. Nah, maybe not this one. Maybe not this one. This guy, I don't know what he is. Glass, probably. Oh, are you dinged up? You are dinged. Bummer. There's like a really tiny scratch on the top. Checkerboard faceted. Which is kind of self-explanatory. Still really pretty. But it's got the messy metalwork underneath on the under gallery. See under the stone there? There's like that tab of metal hanging out. So I'm unconvinced on this one. It feels pretty good, but the metalwork is sloppy. It still could be real, but I'm going to put him in the probably not category. This guy is like solid. He is a solid sterling piece. He almost feels stainless to me because it's so solid and it has a wee bit of weight to it, but it has an actual manufacturer's stamp on the underside. Metal Smiths 925. So I feel like it probably is, but we're going to test him. And then lastly, oh, and I didn't even show, I kind of show this as an example, but I love this ring too. I wish it was slightly smaller. It fits my index finger though. But I just don't know that it looks good there. I just don't know. I'm so torn. I really, really wish it was just a smidge smaller. I might even put a ring guard on it, but I am going to test it. And then this is the last one, which looks really lovely as well. Kind of like quite convincing as diamonds. Because they're not like gaudy big. You can tell it's a cluster ring. There's a bunch of little diamonds in there. But that's what makes diamonds more believable to me. The fake ones is when they're smaller. This one is marked 925. And then there's like little teeny tiny mark on the inside there that I can't read what that is. But this one I'm also going to test, and I think that one's probably also good. So that's the lineup. We've got the probably sterling and the probably not sterling. And I don't know where to start. I guess we'll start up top and work our way down. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna start here, because if the kid wakes up, I need to be able to contact the seller like as soon as possible. All right, no, this is fake. I can tell you that right now. I can tell you that right now. I can't really see on the band where I've marked it, but check out this line. That is straight up copper color. So that one's not real. I want to take a picture of it and send him like as soon as possible. And this is not scratching. Oh my gosh. That is also fake. I can't get a scratch out of it. You know what also, where's my, I don't know if the magnet's going to be helpful here, but we'll try it. Yeah, well, I can't even scratch that one. Aren't you guys magnetic? He's got some magnetism to him. This guy does. This might be also a good lesson in how magnets are not trustworthy. I wouldn't use magnets as your sole test because other alloys in your sterling, yeah, the gold one, this one is not magnetic, just FYI. The other alloys in the metal can also have magnetism if the sterling doesn't. Sterling is not magnetic. I can't even scratch this. I'm doing my, oh my gosh, my damnedest. Look at my thumb. That's how hard I'm pressing and I can't get a line out of it. So I'm going to go with no, probably not. And then this guy. Okay, see, that is how silver should scratch. That's how silver should scratch. All right, so we'll see on him. But it should be nice and easy, buttery. All right, let's do these two since these were magnetic. Let's find out. Oh, no. Oh, no, I can't scratch it either. I was so convinced on this guy. Oh, I was convinced. But he's only, remember what I was saying? He only has the 925 stamp. I should have been suspicious. But it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I don't know if I care. Maybe it's just where I'm scratching on the block. I'll give it a good side scratch over here. Ah. It's not you, it's my block. Oh my gosh. If I really dig at it, I can kind of get a line. Oh, that's awful. Damn you, beautiful ring. You temptress. Okay, this again. Son of a biscuit. I can't even get the dang line to show up at all. I mean, there's still hope. It's just whatever reason it is really not scratched on my plate. All right, and then for reference, let's do one that I feel pretty confident about. This is the one that had all the marks. No, give me one that I'm pretty sure. This guy is marked CZ. I'm pretty sure this guy's real. Ooh. Some weird thing on my plate. See what I'm saying? Look at that. That's so much brighter and easier to do. All right, here's our lineup, y'all. Here we go. Place your bets. Place your bets. This one's very obviously not going to do it. And here we go. I'm going to do a second line over here, too. That is, like, so not silver. This one is not. This one is not. This one? Is this the one that was super buttery? This one is coming up as a bright silver. So that's pretty cool. He's a winner. You a winner. Ha ha ha. All right, and then this one is not. Interesting. Okay, all right. So the magnet actually was quite reliable in this case. What a disappointment. He is so pretty. Oh, and he feels excellent. They did a good fake job on that guy. They did a really good fake job. It may still be real stones, for sure. That's not out of the question. They do that. But yeah, okay. Yes. No, 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 yes. You are not. Also a no. Also no. Why did we say no? Was this the magnetic one? I think it was magnetic. Yeah, he's got magnetism. He's got magnetism. Oh, so pretty though. Maybe those aren't real rhodolites. Who knows? And then this guy is a faint, but yes. He's also a yes, the CZ one. All right, well, dang. Okay, so the answer to can Laura spot fake silver is sometimes. I'll get this up close to you so you can see. This one is very, very positive. This guy's being a little shy, but he is definitely still turning blue, and I will probably run him a second time just to get a better scratch out of it. But if you can kind of, see if I can kind of show you. See how there's like flaking almost coming off? Kind of floating around, that's what you want. Because sometimes pewter will react in a similar way, I learned the hard way, but it doesn't bubble up and flake off like that. So, all right, okay, test one. We got a lot of fakies so far. Not cool. I paid up for this lot thinking it was all sterling. All right, so there we go. Also, always use gloves. Also, yes, my little falsy nail broke off, and that's why that nail's a different color. Forgot to disclaim that earlier. Not that it's important, but there you go. All right, so these are all fake. Now I feel like I don't know what to do about this guy. I still believe that that's glass, but this is sterling, but now I don't know. And the question is, am I going to return all of it, or am I going to see if he'll discount me on the duds and keep the studs? I don't know. We'll set him aside for now. Okay, so these were real. All right, next. Here we go. Here we go. This guy. Now, see, because this one is like questionable in color, now I'm like, well, maybe it's... Okay, that one's pulling a nice strong line for me. Very good. Okay, thank you. All right, 2. Ooh, maybe we can get all these done in one shot. That would be nice and convenient. I better get my lines closer together. Oh, please be real. Please be real. You have an obligation to me to be real because I want to keep you. We'll see. Yes? Okay, I'll be up in a minute. All right. Well, this is going to have to wait. My kid's up and he's yelling, so I got to go. But thank you guys. I'll come back. I'll come back. All right, we'll just leave it here and I will come back. Isn't it hilarious how much longer something takes? That Evan, you just never can anticipate time correctly sometimes, I guess. Anywho, I'm back. My kid was upstairs fighting with the other one over TV the second he got up from his nap. I've got 3. My middle one he'd be fine up there by himself with the older one, but they were fighting, so I got pulled away. But I'm finally back. It is like evening now, and it has been several hours. Second for you, several hours for me. But I am back. Here we go. We've got 4 more rings to figure out. And in the meantime, during all this time, I actually contacted the seller and just said, just so you know, I actually said that there were 5 rings, but I miscounted. It's actually 4. 4 in questionable. That were fake. And the seller, and I believe the seller, I think they're very genuine, said that they actually paid someone. They were disappointed because they paid someone to test it for them. I'm not quite sure how that worked out for them, or like who that person was or how much they paid. But I just said that I suggested getting a testing kit. They're not that expensive. If you guys are doing this on your own at home, the testing kits aren't that much. It's not even scratching for me. It's not even scratching for me. Man, I really thought this one too because it's marked nicely. Well, it's marked CZ on the inside anyway. See, I can't even... Oh. No, it's not scratching very well at all. It's kind of like when I move further to a certain spot on the plate, it's working a little better. Oh, God, that is a struggle, though. That is a struggle. It is shining up as I scratch it, though. I do what I did with that other one where I kind of moved it on the side too. No, this thing is not scratching. Well, did we just text this? Text. Oh my gosh. Test. Did you text your ring today? They were feeling lonely. Oh yeah, it does have a little bit of pull. Look. Can you tell? Here, let me set it on the plate. Let's see if I can show you. And I don't trust the magnetic test because I've seen it before. I've seen it happen with other people where it does come up. Okay, this streak looks good. It does come up positive for silver still. But today that is apparently the case, that none of these magnetic ones have been accurately silver, so I don't know. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, get that bubble out of here. Put a little more over there. Alright, first ring is good. First ring is good. That's wonderful. Alright, okay, we've got some other contenders coming through. They're just a little slow going. This one is definitely good all the way down to the bottom here. So it's a little out of range. And this is my acid testing pad, in case you're wondering why it looks like crap. Those are actually burns from the liquid, so bear that in mind. Use gloves. Don't be like me. It's not good for your skin. Alright, so we have real, fake. This one also not coming through. Oh no, that's right. This entire, okay, I thought this was two different streaks. It's not. I forgot. That's just one big fat streak from this guy. He's definitely a fake. These ones are very light. I just need new acid, really. Oh, that's this guy. Yes, I need to know what he is. This one is out. This one is definitely in. And this guy appears to be in. All right, so we got two more. Really? This one? I'm going to retest these. I can't believe this one is silver, or is not silver. Actually, this one, no, it's just got a single 925 mark here. All right, I'm going to double check them and clear this off and double check these because well, no, I mean, it does streak pretty brassy or coppery, I should say. So I guess I'm not really that surprised looking at the streak, but looking at the piece. And you know what? If it's scraping copper, then I should be able to get the plating off and show you underneath with just a couple of tests what that looks like. This guy, I'm a little surprised. He's well marked. Go back and read what it says. It does say CZ, at least. Oh no, this was the one that had the size 7 on it too. Made in China. I'll hold my comments on that one. And then 925 on the other one. So, yeah, it says China 7 CZ on one side. On the inside of the ring, up in there. Up in here. Up in here. Right in there, really small. And then the opposite side, it says 925. Actually, there's something else there too. 925, and then there's just some other mark there. LC or something like that, I don't know. Or maybe it's just like a C, a little tiny, some sort of logo. I don't know. I can't really tell what that little symbol is next to it, but anyway. All right, so we've got two more here to test, but I am jazzed that is real. I don't know why, y'all. This ring just really speaks to me. I really like it. I'm not going to sell it anytime soon. I'm going to talk to the seller and see what they want to do as far as a return versus credit, I guess, or partial refund or something. This guy I'm going to hold on to for a minute, and I'm going to try to figure out what the heck that stone is. What do y'all think? It's like a very, very... I know I mentioned this earlier. We already looked at it. I'm sorry. It's been hours for me, okay? In the meantime, I'm going to throw it on because I think it's pretty. All right, let's wipe this down. Okay, so these all popped up as positive. Yes, yes, yes. Real, real, real. Join in the club, so maybe you are a London blue. Fancy, fancy. Oh gosh, I just wish that color would display correctly. It looks like tanzanite. That's so crazy. Right in front of my eyes. This is definitely a London blue topaz. If you guys look this up, go look it up. Go look up London blue topaz and you'll get the better color of it. It's like I said earlier, a blueberry blue. It is not a tanzanite color. It's so crazy. There's no purple. There's no purple in that stone to me. These, however, yeah. And maybe they are. They do have a good varied shades going on with them. They're not totally uniform, which makes me feel like these are real stones. If this is London blue topaz, London blue is treated, I do believe. I think it's heat treated to give it that dark color. Okay. Enough about me. Let's talk about you. Let's get this plate wiped down. And it's okay if there's a little bit of residue from the last tests on there. That's not a big deal. You just kind of have to pay attention to it a bit, I guess, when you're doing the test. If you leave too heavy of a streak on there, it will test the underlying streak. So be careful of that. Unbelievable. This had me convinced too, but I will show you one more thing too. Actually, you know what? It's kind of got some discolor going on underneath now that I'm looking close. Now that I know, it does look a little coppery on the underside of that one. Also, just something I'm noticing in some of these fake pieces. There's like a really, I don't know how to describe this, almost like a sandblasted look to the underside of some of these galleries. Like little tiny pits everywhere. Just like a texture that I do see in fake rings. Not like every time, but it does come up a lot. It does come up a lot. This one kind of has it too along this whole thing. Let me see if these other ones have it. This one has it a little bit. Under those stones. This one has it for sure. See under the top. Hopefully y'all can see what I'm talking about. It's just not smoothed out or anything, and that I don't know if that's like a telltale sign or maybe just something to be on the lookout for. Yeah, this one has it too, actually. In between the stones, that's textured there too, on the metal. Like crossbars. So maybe just something to keep an eye out for as a I don't know, red flag, I guess, if you're trying to determine if something's real or not. But this one's got it a little bit too, and this one did test as sterling, so. But check out this guy. See how smooth he is? I don't know. Just a thought. Just a thought. Just an added little, hey, maybe. It's a little smoother too. I don't know. I feel like, you know, like I gotta check everything else out now. Alright. I still can't believe this one is real. That blows my mind. I really didn't think it would be. Alright, here we go. This video is going much longer than I thought it would. Alright, so what I'm going to do is try to... You know, it's like very obviously copper now. I'm getting under the plating a smidge, but it still looks pretty shiny. Pretty shiny silver. I was trying to get down to where I could actually see a noticeable difference, but it's not happening. But you can see on the plate, hopefully, how it's more of a copper color. Silver is not copper. Plain and simple. Silver ain't copper. And this one, oh God. Oh, that drives me nuts. I can't even get it. Let's go really, really hard with it. Shaking the whole camera, shaking the whole table. And maybe, just maybe, maybe it's not so. Tell me it's not true. Okay, here we go. Let's do this one, this one. Like, I almost want to, where's that one I thought was fake? This guy, I'm going to retest this one again, just because I'm not 100% convinced. God, it's so buttery smooth on its streaking, though. It's gotta be. It's just gotta be. But every once in a while, you'll get someone who's really good at plating. And that plating is really, really thick. I've seen it with a lot of Brighton stuff. They know what they're doing over there. That stuff tests as sterling, apparently. Like, all the time. Alrighty, and here we go. Yeah, no, it's definitely not. But dang, that is coming up as super bright silver. Check it out. Check it out. That's what I'm looking at. See, and it's flaking like I was talking about earlier. Yeah, and these ones are vanishing. Yeah. No, no. Oh, yeah. So there you have it. That is such a bummer, dude. That's what, 6 rings that are fake, and then this guy who is probably fake. I mean, you know what? I'm just going to test it. Screw it. I'm here. The test kit is here. I just don't feel comfortable selling this without knowing, and I have to know to be able to sell it. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me see. You know what? Instead of, gosh, I can't even get the, okay. All right. Well, that pretty much answers it for me there. Where's the, what am I looking for? Let me get a new tissue and wipe this off. And we'll try to get a better thing going, a better scratch going. Because if this was gold over sterling, this would scratch crazy easy. Gold scratches super easy, and sterling scratches really easy too. So I don't believe it. If I was getting really serious about it, if this was like a huge matter to me, something you can do is actually cut into the ring, drop acid on it to figure out its purity. I really can't think of an application where that would be necessary. I mean, you're definitely destroying the jewelry then. In this case, at least if you get the plating off of it. Okay, there we go. That's better. There's a spot that can be replated simply by dipping it, if it's even noticeable. You know what I'm saying? But if you cut into it, that's like a matter of replacing it. I'm going to show you. When you catch the light, you can kind of see right along there where it's been tested now. But like as average, normal, everyday wear, you're never going to notice that line. You're never going to notice it. It actually polishes it too, so it's just super shiny, just like the rest of the piece. And it's proof that it's been tested. So let's see what it tests as. Now it's doing a lot better. I don't know. I guess I just wasn't hitting it hard enough at first. But it is a little more yellow over here, and it gets a little more silver here. And that's actually exactly what you want when you're testing. Here, let me do it this way. When you're testing a plated item, because the beginning of the streak is getting off your plate, getting below the plate layers or layer, and then as you go down, you should be able to get a nice good streak down there. So this may very well disappear and then be more blue up here. So we'll see if that's true or if it's all fake. Nope, there it goes. Okay, good. Thank goodness it's turning blue. All right, so this guy is in fact sterling, which now makes me feel like maybe it is. Once again, I'm back and forth on the stone. Maybe it is amethyst, maybe it's not. But as you can see over here, not really reacting, a little bit more, and then it really, really did right there. But that is silver. So this is, in fact, gold. Gold over sterling, I should say. Sterling, first and foremost. All right, y'all. What do you think? Which is me? The big gaudy one? The subtle cute one? I'm tempted to keep them both. But gosh, I really like that ring. All right, well, there you go. That's the result. Okay, so at least that one's real too. All right, so now what I'm going to have to do is message the seller, let them know which ones didn't pass the test and which ones did. And we'll go from there. I might have to return all of these rings, which would be a bummer because I really like this one. Maybe I can just make a deal. Can I just buy that one? That is such a bummer. All right, well, there you go. Zoom out so we can see the final verdict here, y'all. Gosh, it's almost right down the middle. Fake and not fake, but this is our fakey pile. This is our real pile. And there you have it. That's all she wrote. That's it for this one, y'all. Give it a thumbs up if you appreciate the content. And check out the other videos on the channel. I'd love to have you channel surf a little bit. And if you like what you see, please consider subscribing if you're not subscribed already. Thanks so much, y'all. Hopefully I catch you on the